All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 4. And we're second round. We're getting to the second round now, and things are starting to get a bit serious. So we've already got play underway. Fokina's already up a set against Taranti. Bencic is playing. Hashanov is winning. And we've got Swiatek to start us off. And then we go from... we go into... Djokovic this afternoon. It's going to be super hot too. Tonight we've got Zverev taking on Mahatch, which should be very interesting. Probably a very long match as well, which is no surprise for Zverev. What else we got? Prismic versus Fonseca is happening later. Hodar's playing. Kostruk's playing. We've got Penko taking on Linette. Winner of that match takes on the winner of this match. Raducanu is playing today. Paolini, Ruud, Andreeva, Rublev, Svitolina. They're all playing. And also some doubles matches as well with Eala and Mboko teaming up. So we'll see that later. But yeah, plenty of stuff going on. It's going to be crazy. But how are we doing, Joe? What's going on? Do you think this is the final chance for Zverev to get a slam? I don't think it's the final chance, but it's a good chance. How many upsets today? I have no idea. We'll probably get one. But yeah, I think Zverev has... this is a big opportunity, but I think he'll have other chances. This isn't his last... I don't think this is his last chance. But it's a huge opportunity. Who win this game? Swiatek should win, probably in straight sets, but Bejlek is dangerous, so Bejlek shouldn't be dismissed. She is a tough player. How shocking was the JPEG upset? Very, very shocking. That was a very big shock. But yeah. All right. Yeah, great win for Birrell. A lot of Aussies doing well this French Open, which is good because we don't usually do well. All right. So we got Penko coming up soon. We might have to do a doubleheader, but that's fine. There's plenty of matches that are on later as well that we could just add. The ones that I've scheduled are the ones that we're going to watch. But there's a chance we could watch more, especially if center court is over quick. If Swiatek wins easily, and Djokovic doesn't have to break a sweat, we could watch Ruud Medvedev maybe later. That's a fun one. Yeah, we'll see. The schedule is flexible. All right, here we go. Players about to walk out on court, and we are about to have fun. Djokovic won't like the heat? Yeah, so let me check the temperature. So it's not going to be super hot. I think it was probably worse yesterday. By the way, over the next couple of days, it's going to rain. We're going to have rain tomorrow and Friday, so that's fun. Next week's going to cool down, so that's good. But yeah. It's not as hot as it was yesterday, but it doesn't mean it's not hot. It's still hot, and players are still going to have to be careful not to let it affect them. But Yeah, it's on it. I think yesterday was hotter. Yesterday was worse. And the day before was worse. Like the first couple of days were worse. All right, Bejlek walking out first. Who is the favourite to win or perform at Wimbledon? Raducanu and Sabalenka. Rooting for Swiatek and Penko to advance because women's tennis isn't fun without a little drama. Well, we're going to look at both of those matchups, so we will see. We will see what happens. Bejlek reminds me of like 2019 Kenin. Like she has that kind of like fiery energy. She kind of has that like, I don't know, just that kind of feistiness that Kenin had. Well, Kenin has, but she had really like early in her career where she was very like, you know, she was new to the scene and just kind of like making noise. She's also left-handed, I think, Bejlek. So that's going to be interesting to see how Swiatek can deal with that. Wong just got a warning. What for? What happened? She break a racket or what happened? Can you recommend an autobiography? I've read Agassi and McEnroe's. Nadal. Rafa's. For sure. Rafa. Rafa is the one. All right. Here we go. Players on court. And we are about to begin. And it's going to be warm today, so let's see how everyone reacts. All right. Here we go. Players are ready to warm up. So yeah, we got a pretty big day today. I mean, the second, third rounds are always pretty crazy, but we have had a lot of upsets, so maybe not as many. We might not have as much because we've had a fair few upsets. The matches that we expect are not happening, right? So, I mean, I'm looking at the bottom half of the draw. Sorry, bottom half of the draw for Friday. We could have Baptiste Raducanu. That's a great match. Swiatek Penko obviously could be a thing. So those are a couple of matches that could be really fun to watch. That's probably about it on the women's side. On the men's side, the winners today. So we could have Zverev Humbert, could be fun. Yeah, Hodar's section completely obliterated, so I don't know what to look for there. Obviously, Djokovic will play the winner of Prismic or Fonseca. Paul Ruud could be a third round, which is kind of awesome. Menchik Demonor could be a third round. So, yeah, there's a couple of interesting matches there. It's the top half of the draw that's like a little bit meh. And it's even worse now because Medvedev's gone. So it's even harder to... Bublik and Medvedev gone. It's harder to even figure out what to watch. I mean, look, Sinner versus Landaluce or Kapriva is good. That's interesting. Tsitsipas Shelton could be a third round. That's fun. Caboli Tien, I guess, is kind of fun. Women's side of things, you've got, you know, third round between like Potapova Gauff, Keys on Boko. So, yeah, Jovic Osaka. So there are some good matches there too. Not as many because of the upsets, but Pegula round one loss is crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Who will win the Davidovich-Fokina match? Probably Fokina at this stage, but it's only one set, so I put Pegula in the quarterfinals. I think a lot of people did. That's why it was such a shock, because a lot of people were wrong. I don't know if many people thought she'd lose that early. Pegula's so consistent, so it's hard to see that she lost so early, you know? Such a shock. My fantasy triple ball on Sinner may keep my game on live support. Yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting week because a lot of people used it in the first week thinking you could use it every week. And then used it in the first week and it was gone. So now the people that didn't use it and that are using it this week should get a good advantage if Sinner keeps winning. So, yeah. So I think I saw a couple of people don't have the triple bounce ball this week. So, yeah, we'll see how that works. Do you think Swiatek can pass through Penko this time? I don't even know if Penko's going to win today. Like Penko's got to play Lynette. That's not easy. So. All right, here we go. Stadium's empty. Yeah, it is weird to see. But then again, it is what? First thing on a Wednesday. All right, here we go. Interesting how Blocks low-key blames the court covers for his injury. Yeah, well, he probably did. He trip over them? Because if he tripped on them, then yeah, valid. Praying for Lynette to win. I most certainly don't want to see that matchup, especially at RG. Yeah. All right. Here we go. I have no idea who's going to serve, but we'll find out in a second. Here we go. Swiatek in straights. Yeah, I think Swiatek will win a close straight sets. Bejlek's dangerous though. All right. Swiatek's going to serve. Here we go. Swiatek serves a let. What's your predictions, chat? What do you reckon? 6-4, 6-4 Iga. Straight sets Swiatek. Swiatek in 3. The court covers are a trap. Goffin also got injured in similar circumstances to RG. Yeah, I remember that. That was horrific when that happened. As a return from Bejlek's a winner. Love 15. And that's a start. 6-2, 6-3 Swiatek. All right. Bejlek's dangerous, though. I would not be underestimating her. She is super dangerous. Swiatek serves. A fault. Second serve. The return goes in. Bejlek with a slice. Goes wide. 15-0. Swiatek serves again. Another fault. Second serve. As a return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Slice from Bejlek. Swiatek with the backhand cross court. Bejlek gets it back, but in the nets. 30-15. So Bejlek, I don't know what her clay court tennis is like, but she has been very dangerous on hard courts. So on clay, she's on a bit of a losing streak. She did beat Sloane Stephens in the first round, but she wasn't doing great on the clay. Lost first round Rome. Didn't play Madrid. Didn't play Stuttgart or any of those tournaments, Linz or anything. So maybe got injured. Oh yeah, she pulled out in Dubai against Bencic. So maybe after winning in Abu Dhabi, maybe had a bit of injury. She's only 20 years old, 35 in the world currently, just outside the seeds. But yeah, not the best clay court season, but maybe injuries have affected her. She runs these double faults, 40-30. As we serve again. Into the forehand of Bejlek. Swiatek with the backhand. Into the forehand of Bejlek. Swiatek backhand again. As it a forehand again from Bejlek goes long. 1-love Swiatek. All right. So Swiatek takes the first game. Bejlek's even shorter than Paolini. Yep. Min.
Thank you for all your hard work. A little treat for me.
Hey, thank you for the £5. Appreciate that. All right, 1-love Swiatek. She's asleep. All right, Bejlek serves. A fault. Second serve. Seven to the back of Swiatek. Forehand from Bejlek. Again to the back of Swiatek. Bejlek. Forehand again to the back of Swiatek. Swiatek gets it wide. 15-love. Love. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As double fault Bejlek. 15-all. As the return goes backhand of Swiatek, backhand of forehand from Bejlek. The backhand Swiatek as Bejlek goes up the line. Swiatek forehand on the stretch. Bejlek with a volley. Goes wide. 15-30. Swiatek a chance to break straight away. 15-30. Do we go live for doubles as well? Sometimes, yeah. Depends who plays. Yeah. All right, here we go. 15-30. Swiatek looking for that break. She hits the backhand long, though. And it's 30-all. There'll be no Penko Iga because Iga will lose. Okay. Today. All right. You say so. By the way, chat, apparently there's like a new feature on in the chat, which is going to be great for Deb. Is it actually translates the chat live now. So if somebody writes something in a different language, it'll come up in the chat as English, so we can read. So I can read it, which is great. I don't know if you'll know, like if I respond in English, it probably won't. Like you might, unless you if you don't understand English, then you won't know. But apparently that's a feature now. So yay! So now if you come in here and talk in Spanish or Arabic or Japanese, then it'll translate. Kath just said, okay, let's try. Yeah. All right, 30-40. Swiatek with a break point. Bejlek slice goes wide, and Swiatek breaks 2-love. So there you go. So it works. So now, yeah. I don't know if it like translates the other way, like if all the English turns into whatever language you're watching the chat, but yeah, it's kind of cool. Interesting. Can you choose the language that it's translated to? I don't know if I can, but you could. It does work. Yeah. So I don't know what, like, if the chat changes to the language, like if it changes to from English to whatever language you're talking, but yeah, it's really cool. So that's really handy. So now we don't have to worry about people not speaking English because we can read them. So we don't have to worry about that anymore, which is great. So you can speak whatever language you want. Yay. You can still see it in your language. Okay, so must translate just for me, maybe? I don't know. 15 love. You're not seeing it translate? Deb, are you seeing it translate? I'm seeing it translate. I see this in English. Yeah. Or I'm multilingual. Should have just said I'm multilingual. Damn it. I shouldn't have given it away. And now you know my secret. 15-0. Yeah, I can speak all languages. No worries, Shah. See, I can read your language. All right, return goes into the forehand of Swiatek up the line of the backhand of Bejlek as Swiatek with a slice forehand. Bejlek, forehand inside in, great shot. Lob goes up from Swiatek. Bejlek smash, Swiatek gets it back. Bejlek drop shot. Not good enough. Swiatek puts it away, 30-15. 30-15. I'm not seeing it translate. Maybe you have to update your app. I still see German messages. Okay. You might have to update your app. Or maybe it's just like a... Depends on where you are. 30-15. Thank you for supporting Alex Eala's fight. Long live. Hey, thank you, Gilbert. We're going to watch Eala later. I'm on a browser and I don't have to see... I don't see translate. Oh, okay. I don't know. That's weird. I'm not sure why that's not happening. As the return goes into the forehand of Swiatek, backhand from Bejlek. Swiatek again at the back of the Bejlek, but Swiatek hit it long. Umpire's going to check. Let me have a look on mobile. Maybe it's mobile only. Yeah, it's updating in the chat. So I don't know. Maybe it's just on. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's only on phones. All right, 30-0. Maybe it's just for me then. I don't know. As that goes in net by Swiatek, and it's 30-40. Break back point for Bejlek. Let me have a look. Maybe it hasn't been updated for everybody yet. Either way, I can read it, so I guess that is half of the battle. All right, as Bejlek breaks back, Swiatek hits it long. We're back on serve. All right, maybe it's just from my side. Well, I can see it. Well, I can see it, so I don't know why. Maybe it hasn't updated for everybody yet. There is no such feature. You're probably just joking. Yeah, I can speak every language. That's why. I'm actually just kidding, guys. I was just kidding. I can speak every language. Thank you, Cam. No worries, Edna. Thank you. Ah, interesting. Okay. Yeah, Dutchie, that didn't say what you thought it would say. That didn't say poutine. It said someone else. Cam looks like the least multilingual person ever. You said that in English too. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why do I have a feeling that Pinko's going to lose? I have a feeling like that she will as well. I think a lot of people might think Pinko could lose today. All right. Can I say Maori? Yeah. Forehand goes wide by Bejlek. Love 15. Do you understand what polls are saying? Yes. I understand what polls are saying. All right, love 15. Backing up the line, Swiatek, good return. And then Swiatek comes in with a drive volley. Bejlek pass. Swiatek drop volley. Bejlek pass. Oh, it's too good. Great play by Bejlek. 15-0. So now I don't have to double check what people are saying. I can no getting away with anything now. I speak every language. All right. 15-0. The return goes back into Bejlek. Swiatek forehand is Bejlek. Slice. Swiatek forehand the net. 30-15. I see your message in English, Cam it's in Polish, Cam in English. Maybe it depends on your location. No, I think it might just be a feature that hasn't been given to everybody yet. All right, 30-15. I'll try rewriting my message in French to see. There you go, Aslan. I can see that. All right, 30-0. Bejlek serves again. Another fault, second serve. Mod should have that ability. Yeah, I don't know why, Deb. Maybe it's just not hasn't been updated yet. All right, 30-40. Break point Swiatek to get the break again. All right, 30-40. As Bejlek serves. In the corner, Swiatek. Bejlek. Again at the corner, Swiatek. As Bejlek hits a slice. Swiatek forehand again at the corner, Bejlek. Bejlek hits a wide. Break again. Swiatek 3-1. 3-1 Swiatek. And Roy's given a lot of instructions. 3-1. Swiatek. And she serves a fault, second serve. All right, so that goes out by Swiatek, love 15. All right, first serve a fault, second serve. All right, 15-0. All right, as Bejlek makes another error. And it's 30-15. Return goes out by Bejlek. 40-15. All right, Swiatek holds 4-1. All right. Waiting for Taranti to play some tennis. He lately showed. Yeah, well, now he just broke back, didn't he? All right. 4-1. Fokina not able to serve it out for the second time. Ooh. Is Osaka overdoing it? Trendsetter in tennis, more interesting in fashion than tennis. No. I think I haven't seen that many people be like critical of. If Osaka loses before the fourth round, people are gonna like have. I tell you what she's doing, right? The downside of what she's doing is that she's giving people that don't like her ammunition to throw back in her face if she doesn't get a good result. That's the only bad part about what she's doing, is that she's giving the haters something to use against her if she doesn't make it to the final, right? If she loses in the second round, everyone's going to, like, all those people are going to go, oh, it's because she was wearing that dress instead of focusing on tennis. And it's like, oh my God, get over it. But there's way more positives that come out of it. Like, I think it's way better. Like, there's way more upside for her and for tennis than giving ammunition to those select few that just don't like her, and they need a reason not to like her, and they're going to be, oh, it's because she was too busy walking the runway and not enough time in the gym. You're like, shut up. That's such a stupid take. 15-0. But it's awesome to see because it promotes the sport. Because people are going to be talking at work going, hey, did you see Osaka's dress? And they'll be like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, she was wearing this like sparkly dress at the French Open. And then people are, oh, the French Open's on. I didn't even know the French Open was on. I didn't realize. And then they'll start watching tennis. And then they'll start watching her. And then, it's good. It's good. It's an overall good thing. It's just that the only one bad thing is that if she loses, then people are going to have a reason to not like her, right? Another reason, but it's just so dumb. Anyone who's going to be saying like, oh, she should be focusing on tennis, not fashion. It's like, so what? You don't have any hobbies? Do you focus on work 100% of the time and do nothing else? No. Tennis players have hobbies too. 30-all. By the way, there's life after tennis. So like if Osaka retires in 5 years, what? She's just going to be like sitting at home alone doing nothing? No, she wants to do fashion. So why can't they have hobbies? Some players game, right? Taylor Fritz plays video games. Do we say when he loses in the first round, do we go, it's because he was too busy playing League of Legends? No. We never say he should have focused on tennis because even though he likes to game, right? I mean, she likes to do fashion. Cool. And she's trying to connect the two, which is awesome, 40-30. So yeah, I love it. I love that Osaka's doing things different. 40-30. There's a forehand from Bejlek into the forehand of Swiatek. That's a good shot. Bejlek gets it back. Swiatek with a smash, puts it away. It's deuce. Still find it baffling that the French Open continues to rely on human line callers instead of technology. It's just asking for trouble. Yeah, we've already had some incidences with the umpires making calls and the players not agreeing. So, yeah. It is strange that they're reluctant to get Hawkeye when everyone else has got Hawkeye. All right, backhand Swiatek up the line. That's a beautiful shot. Bejlek gets it back. Swiatek bounce smash. Straight to Bejlek, but Bejlek hits it wide. And it's advantage Swiatek for the double break. He doesn't bring the video games to the tennis match. Okay. So Osaka wearing a sparkly dress is going to really affect her results. Okay. All right. It's funny when someone puts their hand up and says, like we were talking about, like, you know, how gives haters a reason to hate. And someone's like, oh, well, I have something to say. No, you don't have to defend that group of people, all right? Those people are, you know, they're angry and they just don't like things, all right? They don't have a sense of whimsy and they don't have any fun. Don't be part of the fun police, all right? Deuce. The fun police don't need more people in their group, all right? They've got enough people, right? There's enough people out there trying to, like, take the joy out of life. Let's not be that. You know? Osaka comes out in a sparkly dress, turns a lot of heads. It's good. It's good. It's a good thing. Hopefully it opens the door for more players to express themselves that way. Advantage Swiatek. And I'll do one better. Let's get some music playing for the players, like walkout music for every player, so they can express themselves in song. That's what we should be doing. And then every player can have a personality, individual personality, instead of it being like, oh, we're all going to walk out to the same High Hopes by Panic at the Disco shit song. Instead of, like, you know, I want to walk out to, you know, to Tupac, or I want to walk out to Taylor Swift. Like, that'd be fun. You get a bit of insight into what the players enjoy too. Come on now. Bejlek in the net, 5-1. Like they do in darts? Yeah, like darts and boxing and UFC. They all have walkout music. Let's do all that. Let's do that. Let's take it to the extreme. Let's make the walkout a proper introduction, right? Instead of it just being like, Swiatek won his 6th Grand Slam champ. Yay. Like, nah, let's like, we can do it way better. Let's do like UFC where they like turn the lights down and then it's like, they do like with when Conor McGregor came out for those fights back in the 2010s, they put the music, they put the lights down, everyone's like, ooh, and it was like this whole walkout. Goosebumps. We need that kind of shit. That's what we need. Chad, what would your walkout song be if you were walking out to fight or to be a tennis player? What would your walkout song be? 5-1. And Swiatek forehand goes wide. That would be the Roland Garros theme song. What? Everywhere? Roland Garros theme song is actually pretty good, though. I rate it. Enter Sandman. See, that goes hard. Can you imagine? If you're sitting there, and by the way, this should only be for, like, the top players, right? So, I know it seems like exclusionary, but I feel like it should only be for, like, the top, like, the seeded players all get to pick a song at the start of the tournament, and that's their walkout song. And then, or maybe what you do is you get every single player in the top 50 or top 100, get them to pick their favorite song, and then the seeded players, they're the ones that get the walkout. And it's only going to be on center court. It doesn't be outside. Only on the center courts, right? But Enter Sandman would go hard. I'm telling you what, if I'm sitting there and I'm playing against the world number 5, say, boys, you're the number 5 in the world and I'm unseeded, I'm sitting there waiting for you to walk out because I go first, and then I hear Enter Sandman, I'm going to get a little scared. That's gonna be a bit intimidating. I feel like that would, chat, it would be so good. Chat, it would be so good. Black Parade by Michael McRomance, love that. Beethoven's Night Symphony. Hey, there's definitely no wrong answers. That'd be interesting. Lady Gaga, okay. Love Game, cool. Something by Queen, okay. K-pop, hey, it's about expressing yourself. Why not? Mount Everest by Labyrinth. Before I Forgot by Slipknot. This would be awesome. Can you imagine? Love 15 is going to return now to the forehand of Swiatek. Backhand now from Bejlek. And Swiatek forehand. Again, the backhand of Bejlek. Swiatek up the line. Bejlek gets it back with the backhand. Swiatek goes up the line again for a winner. And it's 15-0. Dragon Ball Super soundtrack. The Jiron started to walk towards Goku. Okay. Look, you could go crazy with this. I'll pick any song, right? Eye of the Tiger is my real hype song. Nice. I feel like if they're ever going to do this, it's going to be the US Open. Craig Tiley's doing the US Open, right? Or USTA. I reckon they could do this at the US Open. Like the US Open feels like this could be a thing. The only thing they fear is you from the Doom games. Okay. All right, backhand goes in the forehand of Swiatek. Backhand again from Bejlek. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand now from Bejlek. Again, the forehand of Swiatek. Bejlek with a backhand on the stretch. Swiatek forehand inside out. Bejlek gets it back. Swiatek forehand again. Into the backhand of Bejlek. Again, the forehand of Swiatek. Bejlek with a forehand to the Swiatek backhand. As Bejlek goes down the line, off the tape, Swiatek gets there with a backhand, but overhits it. 15-30. I'll tell you what, this is what they should do. They should do it just for the night session matches. Like, don't do it during the day. Like, 11 o'clock in the morning, you don't want to hear, like, death metal at 11 a.m. on a Wednesday, right? But do it for the night matches. Like, that would be, like, imagine, like, 7 o'clock, sundown, and then, like, you know, Iga Swiatek's walking, oh, I don't know what she'd walk out to, but like Coco Gauff's walking out to something. And like like the night matches should have it. At least start there and then go from there. Osaka's opened the door for this. By doing that walkout in the Australian Open, she started this trend. We could do this. Rolling Stones, you can't always get what you want. Nice. Can't Stop by Chili Peppers. All right, 15-30 here as we're back. Forehand now from Bejlek to the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand now from Bejlek goes long. It's 30-0. What would Sinner's song be? I don't know. I feel like Alcaraz would maybe have like Bad Bunny or something. Like, it would just get everyone hyped as well. All right, 30-0. And Swiatek serves a fault, second serve. Fokina lost the second. Oh dear. All right, 30-0. Swiatek trying to get this first set. She hits another forehand. Up the line. Bejlek gets it back. Swiatek forehand again. Into the backhand of Bejlek. Swiatek comes in. Drive volley. Passing shot is a lob by Bejlek. Swiatek with a smash. Bejlek forehand. As Swiatek retreats the baseline. Backhand again. Into the forehand of Bejlek. Swiatek backhand again. Bejlek on the stretch with a slice. Swiatek backhand again into the forehand of Bejlek. Up the line is a winner by Bejlek. Great rally. Great hustle by Bejlek. 30-40. Can't Stop This Feeling by JT. Okay. Eye of the Tiger. Bad Blood by Taylor Swift. The Ultimate Warrior theme. Okay. Pokemon song for Carlos. Okay. Now that's Ant-Man's walkout song. We know that. He'd be walking out of the Pokemon theme song. All right. Breakback point by Bejlek. 30-40. Beat it by MJ. All right. 30-40. Is it a forehand now? Cross court to the backhand of Bejlek. Lob goes up. And then a smash from Swiatek put away. And we get the deuce. All right, deuce. All right. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Serve to the back of Bejlek. Return the forehand to Swiatek. Forehand from Bejlek. Into the back of Swiatek. Bejlek. Forehand goes long. Advantage Swiatek. Advantage Swiatek. Set point. The Mortal Kombat theme. That'd be epic. All right, advantage Swiatek. First has a fault, second serve. I feel like if I was going to do a walkout song, it would have to be something that the crowd can get into. So it couldn't be a song that I probably like because it's probably too niche. But like something like Highway to Hell, where it's got that like, you know, or Thunderstruck, and everyone can get into it, right? And everyone gets hyped. That's probably the best kind of walkout song, right? Backhand Swiatek in the forehand of Bejlek. Forehand from Swiatek off the tape. And then Bejlek comes to the net. Swiatek with a slice. Goes wide. Back to deuce. So yeah, something that's got like some... It gets the crowd going. Because that's the point of a walkout, right? It's supposed to like hype up everybody. But also something that's like... Got a little bit of grit to it too. Back to deuce. All right, second serve, Swiatek. Toxicity by system of down. Swiatek double faults. All right. Advantage Bejlek to get a break back. Players would be dragged if they walk out all pumped up and lose. Yeah, and those people are stupid who would do that. Who would drag people on a walkout song. That's the fun police. We hate the fun police. Fun police are boring. We're anti-fun police, all right? Yeah, Lincoln Park would be sick. Lincoln Park would be sick. Swiatek hits 2 double faults and gets broken. All right. All right. Five, 2. All right. We're back on... Well, one break has been given back. Lincoln Park would be so sick. It was accidentally played during the Malta football anthem. It was a funny video on YouTube. Oh, was it? I have to look it up. Without Me by Eminem. Yeah. Man, I'm loving this idea more and more. I've been talking about this for years. I feel like it'd just be such a great way for the players to be able to like show who they are a little bit through their walkout song. Because some players are going to pick the intense ones. Some players are going to pick something fun, right? There's going to be players that are going to pick like, lighthearted music to walk out to. Some are going to pick like, heavy songs, but it'd be so fun. That'd be so good. And then it just show like a slight part of their personality. Like, oh, that's one of their favorite songs. Oh, cool. That's cool to know. Oh, that's my favorite song. I love that song. And then you like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it would just be such a cool connection to like the players too. 5-2. Bejlek gets one of the breaks back. As the return goes into the forehand of Bejlek. Bejlek hits it long. It's a good idea, right? If I ever have a tennis player on the show, I'm going to ask them, what would your walkout song be? What would you, if you had to choose a song to walk out to on a main court of a stadium, what would that be? I want to know. I want to know what their walkout songs are. And that forehand goes long by Bejlek, love 30. Chance for Swiatek to break to win the set here. Love 30. As Bejlek serves again. Into the back of Swiatek, forehand from Bejlek. Again to the back of Swiatek. Swiatek gets it wide. And it's 15-30. Seriously, Cam, right to one of the slams to suggest it? It's such a good idea, right? If they ask that question in nothing major next time, then they know they've been listening, yeah. Nah, Chad, I'm finding more and more that randomly I'll see on social media something that comes up that I'm like, that's something that we've been doing. Huh, that's weird. That's an interesting. I wonder who's watching. Yeah. It's interesting. Anyway, it's 15-30. It must be doing something, right? Backhander goes in the net by Bejlek, 15-40. Like what I saw something today that was like a tribute to the fallen seeds. I'm like, what? Now you mean tribute to the fallen seeds? That's our shit. What the hell? What the hell? 15-40. That goes in the net by Swiatek, 30-40. That's fine. We'll just keep coming up with the ideas, chat. Walkout songs for players. Make it happen. Craig Tiley, make it happen. Set point. Is it a backhand Swiatek into the forehand of Bejlek? Swiatek backhand into the forehand of Bejlek again. And Swiatek goes cross-court to the backhand of Bejlek. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Swiatek misses that one, and it's deuce. Man, Swiatek just can't close this door. Now, Wimbledon won't do it, but I'm talking about like US Open, Australian Open. Like those two tournaments could definitely do walkout music. That's the sort of they're the sort of tournaments that would have like walkout music would make sense, especially the US Open. All right, double fault Bejlek, advantage Swiatek. Yeah, I might actually walk out to like Purple Rain by Prince. That'd be fun. Walk out to Purple Rain. Advantage for Fonseca. There's a bit of fault from Bejlek. Second serve. Serve goes in the backhand of Swiatek up the line to the slice of Bejlek. Swiatek gets to the backhand of Bejlek. Up goes a lob. Swiatek with a smash. Bejlek gets it back. But it goes long. Swiatek finally takes the first set. All right. Swiatek 6-2. No worries, Linda. Enjoy the trip. All right. Welcome to the jungle, Guns N' Roses. Oh. I do like that. Can you imagine if, like, Alex de Minaur, Australian Open, Welcome to the Jungle comes on? Like, can you imagine? Like, imagine this, chat. Close your eyes. Lights go down. Actually, you know what? Even better. Let's do, like, an American in America. Let's let, like, the lights go down in Arthur Ashe, right? And we're introducing, like... Now we'll go Alex de Minaur in Australia, because that's more fun. The lights go down. They start, the music starts. And then, like, it punches into the chorus, and Demon walks out. Crazy crowd. Like, that would be like welcome to the... Like, they start off, you know, when he, like, screams at the start. That would send the place on fire. Like, can you imagine? That would set everything ablaze. Be so good. Be so good. Love it. Yeah, Enter Sandman would be another one. That'd be so crazy. Be so good. Shelton of the US. Oh, Shelton. Oh, Shelton's made for this. Ben Shelton's made for this. Like him, I would love it if he, like, I don't know what music he is listening to right now, but like if like the walkout song at the US Open. Oh, that and Shelton, oh, be so good. That'd be so good. Well, it's so funny. Shelton said something in the press conference, and I thought it was really funny. And then I looked at the comments, and everyone was like hating on him, and I'm like, "You're an idiot if you think that he was really being serious." He was talking about how, like, he's been on every center court in the world, like, you know, Grand Slams, and he's like, except for Wimbledon, and he's like, I'm kind of pissed about that. But you could tell that he was clearly joking, and there was so many people in the comments that were just like saying the stupidest things because they thought he was being serious. I'm like, oh my god, he was clearly joking. Because he kind of goes, kind of pissed about that. And he just had that, like, smirk. And I'm like, come on. Like, he does. And then people are like, well, if you want to be on center court, then maybe you should win. It's like, shut up, idiot. You're an idiot. You don't realize that he was joking? Shut up. Like, so many stupid people in their comments. I was like, oh my god. But they're just like, oh, well, if you actually won. It's like, bro, he made, like, didn't he play center at Wimbledon? How's he not been on center court is ridiculous. But so many, I was just like, oh, they didn't get the joke. They didn't get it. They didn't get it. I love Ben Shelton. Ben Shelton's the best. And I love that people don't like him. And it's also funny. I also saw something else, like people talking about how, like, you know, there's always a big three. Like, there's always a third person who comes in and wrecks the two best guys. Why is no one talking about Holger Rune? Holger Rune is he is him. Like, I like Hodar, I like Fonseca, I like all these new guys too, but why is no one mentioning? I don't know, it's because he's not playing right now and everyone forgot, but Rune is him. Like, Rune is him. He is the Djokovic of that group. Same age, beaten both of them, right? And also, he kind of ruffles people's feathers a little bit. Like, everyone's like, oh, Hadar's the next one. It's going to be Prismic. It's going to be Fonseca, right? And I love Fonseca. But it's Rune. Like, Rune's been him. He's been there. He beat Alcaraz last year on clay, only guy to do it. He's beaten Sinner multiple times. He also doesn't really, like, look up to those guys as like, wow, you're doing great. He looks at them as like, you're taking my trophies. Like, Rune's him. Can't wait for Rune to come back. Rune comes back, wins Wimbledon. Remember what I just said. 6-2. Swiatek serving first in the second. Rune is him. Rune is the third guy. He just hasn't... Rune's been number 4 in the world. He's beaten Djokovic. I mean, Rune is like, and we love Feast too, but Rune is there. Like, that's him. He's the third guy. He's got a 1,000 title. He should have multiples. Like, Rune, it's Rune. It's Rune. You want a third guy? Holger Rune is there. He's right there. Love 15. There's a forehand from Bejlek to the backhand of Swiatek. Forehand from Bejlek. And Swiatek gets it back to the backhand of Bejlek. Swiatek backhand cross court. Bejlek with a slice. Swiatek with a forehand inside out. Bejlek gets that back with a slice. And then Swiatek forehand cross court. Bejlek puts up a lob. Swiatek drop shot. Winner. 15-0. Coming off from injury might be the reason no one's talking about him. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where I saw this, but I saw, like, there's always a big two, and then who's the guy that comes in and disrupts that? Because there's always someone, right? And all the comments were like, literally everybody who's played well in the last month. And I get that. Recency bias in tennis is such a thing, right? It's like, oh, Hodar's played well, right? And he's been great. Fonseca, Tien, Menchik, all these guys, right? But nobody mentioned Holger Rune. And I'm like, Holger's got, he ticks all the boxes to be the Djokovic of this generation. Like, to be the disruptor. He is the disruptor to Sinkeras. He's already been that guy. He's beaten them. He's got the 1000s. He's already, he was tracking with them until he got injured. Or at least until recent times, right? Until we had the coaches, all over the place coaching, and they kind of overtook him a little bit. But he is him. Rune is him. And I hope he comes back and wins a slam before anybody else, because then people will remember. All right, 30-15. Great return for Bejlek. And it's 30-0. Rune has said him. Let's compare at the end of their careers who has the most majors versus Alcaraz. He has self-belief. Well, that's the thing, right? He has self-belief, which is a big, big thing, right? 30-0, first game of the second. Rune only sees Novak as great. The current generation sees him as beatable. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to beat Djokovic to, like, in the next 10 years. Djokovic isn't the guy you have to beat. You have to beat Sinner and Alcaraz, and Rune can do that. There's been a forehand slice from Swiatek. Bejlek gets it. Swiatek pass is a winner. 40-30. I can't wait for Rune to come back. Come back stronger. Rune has the FU mentality as well. Exactly. And you got to have that. Like, he's the guy that's not going to be like, he's not going to be high-fiving and hugging, right? He's going to be just like, give me a trophy. Like, you can't be nice. Like, you can't be all buddy-buddy with everybody. And it's going to be a nice difference. As we had a drop shot from Bejlek, deuce. And it is funny because Sinner and Alcaraz are very friendly, right? They like each other succeeding. They wish each other well. Rune doesn't do that. And I love that. Because that's what it's going to have to take. Like, if you become friends with Alcaraz, then it's going to be very hard for you to try and beat him, I think. It's hard, though, because Alcaraz and Sinner are so nice, right? It's not like they're easy to dislike. But you've just got to not... Like, I like that Rune is not like... I think he's friendly with them, but he's not like, doesn't worship them, right? He doesn't idolize them. Advantage Swiatek. It would be fun to see Rune come back and beat Sinner. That would be crazy. Like, Rune comes back, beats Sinner, stops the streak. That would be insane. And Swiatek hits in there, back to deuce. Because we don't know when Alcaraz is coming back. But I would love to see a Rune Sinner match at Wimbledon. I thought there was low-key beef between Rune and Sinner. Yeah, they have had some frosty handshakes. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, they do have. Had some. They've definitely had some tense moments. I'm not sure if that's still lingering, but yeah, there definitely was like some early days like tension. All right, forehand now from Swiatek up the line. Slice from Bejlek. Swiatek backhand is a winner, and it's advantage Swiatek. Advantage Swiatek. Benchage won, by the way. And Rublev has just started. Swiatek serves a fault. Second serve. De Jong's about to beat China. God, he's got a lucky loser and he's making the most of it. Swiatek double faults back to deuce. When's Fonseca playing? He's playing later in the afternoon. We might be doing a doubleheader with him. We could do a doubleheader with him and Djokovic. That could be a plan. As a return goes the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand from backhand from Bejlek. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Bejlek with a slice. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Bejlek forehand on the stretch. Swiatek with a slice again. Bejlek goes up the line. Swiatek forehand. There's Bejlek in the net with the backhand. And Bejlek's looking tired out there. Advantage Swiatek. Karma is what's happening to Rune. Not that deep, bro. Advantage Swiatek. As a return goes to the forehand. Swiatek gets it wide. This game is a marathon. All right, deuce. Rune's the only player that gets Sinner slightly annoyed. I know, right? And that might be the difference. That might be the difference. All right, deuce. As a return, goes in the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand from Bejlek again, the forehand of Swiatek. It's Bejlek up the middle again. Swiatek forehand again to the forehand of Bejlek. Swiatek with the backhand. And Bejlek forehand just fades wide. And Swiatek gets advantage. Advantage Swiatek. Bejlek's defending so much this match, yeah. It's got to be taking a toll. As the return goes in the backhand of Swiatek. Forehand from Bejlek again, the back of Swiatek. Bejlek forehand again. Into the back of Swiatek is Bejlek. Shanked forehand. Swiatek on the attack. Bejlek backhand cross court. Now Swiatek is in a little trouble. Bejlek drop shot. Oh, it's in the net. All right, Swiatek takes the game, and it's 1-love. That was a very long marathon. All right, 1-love. 10-minute game. All right, 1-love. I'm worried about Nole today. Okay. All right, Swiatek. 1-love. So yeah, so we've got Penko coming up next. So yeah, Penko comes up next. We've also got a Eala and Boko doubles match coming up later. Yeah, Djokovic is after Svitolina, which is after this match. And then Prismic versus Fonseca is after Kostruk, which is after Fokina, and they're taking a while. So that is the situation. It's a pretty busy day. And then tonight we got Zverev. As with a slice from Swiatek and Bejlek in the net. I love 15. Any potential upset alerts? I don't know. Not at the moment. Backhand return. Swiatek a winner. All right, love 30. Love 30. All right, 15:30. As it is served now, the forehand Swiatek. Backhand from Bejlek. Into the forehand Swiatek is Bejlek. Again to the Swiatek forehand. Bejlek backhand again is a moonball up the line. And then Swiatek puts it down the line with the backhand. Bejlek gets it back. And then Swiatek forehand cross-court winner, 15:40. Swiatek to get the break early in the second. 15:40. As the return goes out by Swiatek, 30-40, one saved. As a return from Swiatek to the forehand of Bejlek. Swiatek forehand again to the forehand of Bejlek. Sliced. Into the forehand Swiatek. Backhand of Bejlek on the stretch. Swiatek again to the backhand of Bejlek. Swiatek forehand up the line. Bejlek gets it back. Swiatek forehand cross court. Bejlek gets that back but overhits it and Swiatek breaks 2-love. 2-love in the second. All right. By the way, does the word Yazda, does that translate to ride in Polish? Is that what it means? Is that what it means? Because it keeps on everyone saying ride, and I'm like, no, Yazda. I know it means like let's go, right? But is the actual translation ride? Because I keep seeing a lot of people saying ride. I'm like, what's that? What are you saying? All right, 2-love. It does mean it. Oh, okay, interesting. Swiatek hits it in the net. It's love 15. Yazda means let's ride. Okay, that makes sense. Interesting. Love 15 as we got a fault second serve. As we got a backhand slice from Bejlek, and then Swiatek gets a backhand wide. Ooh. Love 30. It means let's go. All right, as that goes out by Bejlek on the return. 15-30. Swiatek serves again. Return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Backhand from forehand from Bejlek goes wide. And it's 30-0. Serving to the backhand of Bejlek. Swiatek forehand to the backhand of Bejlek. Swiatek forehand again, the backhand of Bejlek. Inside out forehand from Swiatek. Bejlek gets it back. Swiatek forehand again. Bejlek gets that back. Swiatek inside out forehand again. Bejlek cross court to the backhand of Swiatek. Bejlek up the line. Swiatek with a forehand again to the forehand of Bejlek. Swiatek forehand cross court is a winner. Or out. Hang on. The umpire's going to check. Umpire overruled. Yeah, it was just wide. All right. Umpire overruled that one. 30-40. Chance for Bejlek to break back. All right, 30-40. Serving to the forehand of Bejlek. Return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Bejlek puts up a lob. Lands in. Swiatek cross-court forehand. Bejlek's there with a slice. Up the line to the back of Swiatek. Bejlek forehand up the line. Swiatek gets over the slice again. Bejlek comes in with a volley. Swiatek puts up another lob, but Bejlek puts away the easy volley winner, and there's the breakback. Didn't this happen in the first set? 2-1. Swiatek 2-1. All right. Two, 1 Swiatek, but we're back on serve. What time is Alex and Mboka's doubles? Probably in the next hour or two. Probably the next hour, I would say. Because there is a doubles match coming on before that. All right. Back on serve. Ugh. By the way, chat, don't forget to sub if you haven't already. And also, we're almost at 300 likes, so appreciate that. Keenan's down 2-1, and Hashnom's at 1 set all. All right. Keep us posted. All right, 2-1. Bejlek serves. Fault. Second serve. And Swiatek returns to the slice of Bejlek. Swiatek with a forehand. Hit the tape, went long, and it's 15-love. Love. As the return goes forward to Bejlek, but Bejlek up the line goes wide. 15-all. Rublev's up 4-1 in 16 minutes. Crazy. Backhand return the forehand to Bejlek. Bejlek goes wide on the forehand. And it's 15-30. Chance for Swiatek to break again. As the return goes in the backhand of Bejlek. Swiatek forehand up the line is long. And it's 30-all. Serving the forehand Swiatek. Forehand now from Bejlek into the backhand of Swiatek. Bejlek forehand again to the backhand of Swiatek. Bejlek with the forehand up the line. Swiatek gets it back. Bejlek up the line. Backhand goes long. And it's 30-40. Swiatek with a break point. Ah, 30-40. Swiatek returns to the slice of Bejlek. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Bejlek backhand. Goes long. Swiatek breaks again. 3-1. 3-1. All right. Swiatek with a set and a break. By the way, a very long match considering the scoreboard. All right, 3-1. Weather today is still very warm. Still hot out there, but we'll see whether or not it makes anyone struggle. But it is hot. Swiatek. 15-love. Lurking during lunch break. What's up, Laura? How you doing? What's my opinion on Parks? I love Parks. I think her serve is amazing. That serve is so crazy. Her game is like so scary. Like she is a sleeping giant with that game. If that game starts to click, she will be like. I know I say it every time, but it's true. Like, if you watch Parks play and you see her when she's playing her best or putting points together, like, it's like, yeah, okay, she does ebb and flow a lot in matches, which is why she's not higher ranked. But when you watch, like, when she's at her height and she's playing that crazy game, like serving big, forehands working, you're like, how does anyone play that? Like, she's unplayable. It's crazy. Like, she just can wipe people off the court with that game. but it only lasts for like 3 games, right? Or like she doesn't do it long enough to make it a problem long term. But if she's able to like play like that for longer in matches, good luck. She is so like her, like yeah, her best tennis is so scary, and she should be feared. She should be feared. Because look at the top of the WTA. All those players are big hitting, big serving players. So Parks is looking at those players going, well, she's got those weapons, right? She's got the serve. She's got the forehand. If she starts clicking, Sabalenka, Raducanu, or Anisimova, right? All the same type of player. She could definitely be in that. Maybe not that high just yet, but like her potential is there. Like she could reach top 10, right? That is potentially there. It's just about consistency, and it's about maintaining her game, like not having as many dips, right? But yeah, I'm very, very keen on Parks and to see where she ends up, because she is very, very dangerous. 40-30. As the backhand goes wide by Bejlek. It's 4-1. 4-1 Swiatek. The Parks that won Lyon in 2023 was a solid top 30, maybe top 20 player. Yeah, but she still is like... I mean, she just hasn't had that run in recent years, especially at a slam, right? She'll lose third round, but man, if she puts it together for a couple of, for a slam, and she can make a quarterfinal. Where's she in the draw? I know she took out, so she got Golubic. That she should win that, and then she might play Kostyuk in the third round, and that's where it gets interesting. So hopefully she doesn't, because she like the thing with Parks as well is that she can beat Fernandez, right, which was a very impressive win, and then she could lose to Golubic and just be like, oh, well, it was a good first round. But if she can beat Golubic pretty, like in straight sets, like she did against Fernandez, and she plays Kostyuk, that's going to be interesting. And if she beat Kostyuk somehow, then people will recognize, and she gets to the fourth round, play Swiatek or Penko, like, then what I've been saying in the last 5 minutes will make sense, I guess. But the thing is, again, she can go from playing like a world beater, and then the second match she can hit like 20 double faults, right, and really be, and lose a match she should, she should win against Golubic, right? But yeah, 4-1 Swiatek. As Bejlek serves. Fault. Second serve. His return goes into the back of Bejlek, but Swiatek hit it out on the return. It's 15-love. People in the sun are risking it. All right, return goes in by Swiatek. Bejlek, forehand goes long. 15-0. 15-all. Yeah, Kostyuk has a 12-match win streak as well. Which, again, why, if Parks was to beat her, it would be ridiculous. Be huge. But, again, Parks has to win today. 30-love. Is it a forehand out of the backhand of Bejlek? Forehand Swiatek into the net. 40-love. Love. So yeah, Penko versus Lynette is coming up next. The winner of that match takes on the winner of this match. As Bejlek holds. All right. 4-2. Swiatek. Rublev first sets 26 minutes, 6-1. Wow. All right. Swiatek, 4-2. No schedule yet. Fair enough. As that goes out by Swiatek. All right. Love 30. Chance for Bejlek to get the break back. Are you going to watch Penko? Yeah. She hasn't started yet. She's coming on after Wong, who is still going on right now. Menchik's about to start as well. All right, 4 now from Swiatek. Up goes a lob by Bejlek. Swiatek smash. Bejlek gets it back. Swiatek volley. Winner. 15-30. So yeah, Parks is actually coming on very soon. We'll keep an eye on her as well. See how she goes, because she might have to play one of these ladies eventually. All right, 15-30. Swiatek forehand again in the back of the Bejlek. Swiatek with a forehand again. Bejlek again to that Swiatek forehand. Bejlek backhand. Again to the Swiatek forehand. Bejlek slice. Goes in the net. 30-all. Swiatek serves again. Into the back of Bejlek. Up the line forward. Swiatek. Bejlek gets it back. Swiatek backhand up the line goes wide. And it's breakpoint Bejlek. 30-40. To get back on serve. $30-40. Swiatek serves. In the back end of Bejlek. Swiatek forehand to the forehand of Bejlek. Is Swiatek backhand again. Into the forehand of Bejlek. Swiatek on the attack. Bejlek backhand again to that Swiatek forehand. Is Bejlek backhand again. Swiatek gets it back with a cross-court forehand. Bejlek slices it. And then Swiatek crosses up the line. Bejlek with a pass. Swiatek with a half volley in the net. Why do players do that? Why? We've seen so many players in the last couple of days. FAA did a shocking backhand like that yesterday. Did nearly cost him the match. We saw another player do it yesterday too. Why are players hesitating when they should just charge the net? If you're going to miss it, miss it. But taking a step in and then being like, oh, I'm going to hit a half volley. I'm going to move back and just hit the volley, charge the net. Hit the volley. Commit to the volley. It's crazy. It's such an ugly shot to just be like, and then hit it in the net. Like, it's a nothing shot. Even if she gets that back, Bejlek's going to hit a winner anyway. So you might as well like attack and hit it out, like, or miss the volley. Like, you know, it's such a FA did it yesterday. It's such an annoying shot. All right. We're back on serve. 4-3. I don't understand why they have to half volley when they don't need to. I know, right? The volley was there. Like, she just needed to take a couple of extra steps forward and the volley was there. But instead she like took 2 steps forward, stood there, took one back and then missed it. Yeah, half volley is not like, why would she half volley that? She had time to volley. Like, it's just a bad shot. It's a bad idea. Like, bad shot. Half volleys are not easy to do, especially that close to the net. They're hard to do. All right, 4-3. As Bejlek backhand up the middle. Swiatek backhand cross court. Bejlek gets it back with the forehand to the backhand of Swiatek. Swiatek gets a winner. 15, love 15. As Bejlek serves again. Serve again. As the return goes in the backhand of Bejlek. Forehand now from Swiatek, the backhand of Bejlek. Swiatek forehand again. Bejlek gets it back, but hits it long. All right, love 30. Love 30. As Bejlek serves again. As the backhand return goes to forehand of Bejlek. Swiatek forehand. Into the backhand of Bejlek. Swiatek backhand pass. Too good. Bejlek just didn't do good enough on the approach. And it's love 40. Swiatek to take the break and serve of the match. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve, Bejlek. Oh, double fault. That's tough. All right. Swiatek is going to serve for the match. All right. Five, 3. Swiatek serving for the third round. Why is the roof half closed? Probably to give players a bit of shade. As we're backhand up from Bejlek. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Backhand Bejlek again. Up the line. Swiatek gets it back with the backhand. Bejlek forehand again to the back of Swiatek. There's Bejlek backhand cross court. That's a great shot. Swiatek gets with the forehand. Bejlek drop shot. Swiatek pass. Bejlek great volley. But Swiatek there with the forehand passing shot winner. Great hands by Swiatek. 15 love. All right, 15 love. Serve again. As the return goes into the forehand of Swiatek, back in our Bejlek to the back end of Swiatek. Bejlek tries to go with a moon ball, but overhits it completely, and it's 30 love. Love. Swiatek serves again. Let. By the way, don't forget to like the video, like the stream. Also, don't forget to sub as well. We're almost at 300k. We might get there in the next couple of weeks, so don't forget to subscribe. As we're the backhand now from Swiatek into the forehand of Bejlek. Swiatek backhand, and Bejlek can't get it back. Too good. Swiatek, 40 love. 3 match points to put ourselves in the third round. We're going to watch the match that is going to play Swiatek in the third round. The winner play Swiatek, I should say, between Penko and Linette. Serve into the forehand of Bejlek. Swiatek gets it back. Bejlek in the net. There it is. Swiatek wins. Wasn't easy, but she gets it done. It was not easy. But Bejlek, definitely have her on your radar because she is a bit of a scrappy player, and she can be tricky. All right, GG's. She gets it done. Wasn't easy. Wasn't pretty. Hour and 33 for a 2 and 3, but she gets it done. That's all that matters. She wins. And now she's going to take on the winner of the next match, which is between Ostapenko and Linette, which is going to be very interesting. By the way, Taranti is kind of kicking Fokina's butt now. Most unconvincing win of Swiatek ever? No, it wasn't that unconvincing. It was all right. By the way, Hashnov at 5 love in the third. And Rublev is down love 3 in the second. All right. Taranti is broken, by the way. All right. Doubles up next. No, doubles is up later. Linette seemed injured in her first match. Let's see. Yeah. It's funny also because she lost to Linette too. Yeah, but Penko's been the boogie woman forever. Linette, she can probably handle on clay if she beats Penko, if Linette beats Penko. Swiatek would much rather play Linette. I think we all know that. I think that's definitely... there's no way she wants that Penko smoke. Linette made a great comeback in her first match. Yeah. It's all about how Linette comes back physically because she apparently was injured at the end of that first match. Because Svitolina pushed Pegula out of the top 5. Good question. No. Not even if she won the tournament. Only Gauff and Anisimova can push Pegula out, but they'd have to make the final to do that. So Pegula's pretty safe at least from Gauff. Gauff, because she lost all those points. But Anisimova could kick Pegula out of top 4 for Wimbledon, which is a big deal. So Anisimova's playing for a spot in the top 4 at Wimbledon. That's a big deal. That is a big, big deal. So yeah, we'll track that. But yeah, Pegula should be safe for top 5, I would say, for now. Yeah. At least for now. So other news, Rublev is getting wrecked. Menchik's playing, so that's fun. Parks is about to start. Svitolina's going to play. So it's all happening on day 4. Surprising from Kim Birrell, but she can play good tennis. Yeah. Yeah, the Aussies we did well yesterday. We've had a good couple of days. Even though we lost Popperin, we had a massive, like yesterday was the Aussie upset day. Trangiletti is falling apart. Yeah. Yeah, Fat Hashnell's a 5-love. Crazy. Penko Lynette have faced 6 years ago. Lynette won in straight sets, yeah. So it's been a while. It's been a minute. Did Zasha win her first match? Yeah, she did. She played later today. Do you think Rude will be okay today? I hope so. I would say so. I mean, yeah, I would think Rude should be okay today. Be disappointing if he came back. He had another day where he was looking like shit, but I'm sure he'll be okay. Medvedev is tough though. I mean, the matchup is hard enough. I don't think the physical side of things. He needs to be okay because otherwise he's going to be in big trouble. Yeah, Fokina's getting beat now. Yeah, Fokina's down 4-1. That ain't good. Do you think Nole will be okay from the heat? Yep. I don't know. We'll find out together later. Be interesting to see what who. I mean, it's one of those things where like anybody could have a problem with his heat at any time, right? Like the heat could strike anybody at any time. Djokovic is ranked number 9 in live rankings. Yeah. Yes, he is. All right. Let me get this. Penko match is about to commence. Just having a look at what's going on with the other matches. All right. So jump on over here. We'll be back in like 5 minutes to see who plays Swiatek because Lynette versus Penko is coming up next. And then, of course, we have Djokovic coming up later. We've got so much happening today. Today is going to be crazy. But Swiatek wins. Wasn't easy, 2-3, but a win's a win. She gets through, and she is into the third round where she will await the winner of our next match.